The Lakers, a team with one of the most demanding and proudest fan base in the entire league, has had an interesting offseason, to say the least. After losing to the Nuggets in only 5 games in the first round of the playoffs last season, the Lakers have done essentially nothing to improve their roster. Instead, they're running back almost an identical roster with a new coach. This isn't entirely by choice. Several reports indicate that the Lakers were after both DeMar DeRozan and Klay Thompson in free agency, but both players opted to sign elsewhere in the Western Conference. Clearly, the days of the Lakers being the optimal destination are over. Some say that the reason players chose not to sign with the Lakers is because the team's a circus, and that they don't want to get caught up in the middle of the chaos. But that might be a slight stretch. Instead, we'd point to several players that have played alongside LeBron James in their late 30s and were unable to prolong their career with the same reputation beyond that point. There are plenty of examples of guys that never quite fit beside LeBron and retired shortly after. Sean Marion, Deron Williams, Carmelo, a few others too. But most recently, Russell Westbrook's reputation took a massive hit playing alongside LeBron in LA. We're not saying that the same would have happened to Klay or DeRozan, but you never know what kind of storylines would start popping up if the team wasn't performing with one of those guys in the lineup. I think that these guys probably just wanted to avoid playing in a situation where the blame would fall on them. Taking into consideration that the Lakers will now be returning with a very similar roster, can we expect them to improve so much that they can compete in the West? Well, if coaching was the problem, it's entirely possible. It's really hard to tell how much of the Lakers' mediocrity was due to the players and how much was due to Darvin Ham. But we think that the Lakers roster has room for upside, even considering LeBron's age. There are a few things clear about JJ Redick and his approach to coaching. While he comes with no coaching experience, he does understand both the X's and O's of basketball and is a student of mathematics. He's told the media publicly that he'll rely on math to make decisions, and that one of his first points of emphasis will be to open up three-point shot opportunities. Now, this might not seem like much, but it's actually a very compelling argument to make that the Lakers have room to improve offensively under Redick. Get this. Last season, the Lakers finished second in the league in field goal percentage, second in free throw attempts, and 8th in three-point percentage. Pretty good, right? Yet the Lakers finished 15th, right in the middle of the league in offensive rating. This is because the Lakers finished 28th in the league in three-point attempts per game. In contrast, the Celtics and Mavericks, the two teams that met in the finals, attempted the most threes per possession in the NBA last season, so it's conceivable that Redick, who was one of the all-time great three-point shooters, could find creative ways to get the Lakers more three-point looks, which could improve their offense. Beyond that, the Lakers also finished dead last in offensive rebounding. Redick has also mentioned that sending extra men towards the offensive glass will be a point of emphasis for the Lakers this season. The Lakers have a lot of size and skill. Anthony Davis at the center position, along with LeBron and Rui Hachimura, give them a few guys that can score without sacrificing size. All three of those guys should be able to both defend the interior and perimeter when they're healthy, while also contributing positively on offense. Then they have a few one-way pieces, so to speak, that round out their roster. Austin Rivers and D'Angelo Russell both can score the ball and have decent size at the guard position, but both defended the perimeter very poorly last season. The Lakers boasted the 6th worst backcourt defense in the league last season, which was a contributing factor to their mediocre 16th ranked defense in the league. So how can the Lakers improve on defense without taking two of their best offensive players off the court? It's quite the conundrum. On one hand, they have two defensive first players on their payroll that didn't suit up for much of last season due to injury. Those guys are Jared Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent. Vanderbilt's a pretty freakish defensive power forward who will probably make positive contributions on the offensive glass as well, but he can't shoot for squat from three. Teams leave him open, which makes things harder for the Lakers at the offensive end, and he doesn't align with Redick's goals of creating more three-point shots. Vincent could log positive minutes as a two-way guard, but the truth is that he doesn't have a history of shooting the three-pointer well over his career either. In order to improve on both sides of the court, the Lakers will need to get creative with their lineups. Fortunately for them, they have the one and only LeBron James on their roster, quite possibly the most versatile player in NBA history. At age 39, LeBron's best seasons are most certainly behind him. Done are the days when you could throw him on the court with role players like Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Drew Gooden, and Larry Hughes, and he'd carry you all the way to the finals. But Bron can still ball. He proved it at the Olympics, and his numbers are still stellar. LeBron is still an all-star level player and a versatile one at that. The Lakers might want to start running him at point guard a little more again this season so they can surround him with better defensive players and still put up improved offensive metrics. Truth is, we think we know what we're going to get from Russell and Reeves. Both guys can score and will battle, but just don't seem to have the stuff to defend at the highest level. Guys like Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt, along with some of the youngsters, are going to be major X factors this season. Hachimura in particular is a guy who seems poised to take a major leap with extended opportunity. His .422 three-point percentage ranked highest on the Lakers last season. And physically, he has a whole lot to offer, a lot more than Reeves or Russell. If Hachimura can put up career highs across the board in his age 26 season, he could serve as a key difference maker that allows the Lakers to stay in the upper half of the Western Conference. They paid heavily for Max Christie, but at this point, we don't see him quickly developing into a key difference maker for the Lakers. Rookie Dalton Knecht, on the other hand, could be a sleeper candidate for one of the better rookie seasons. We like that the Lakers opted to go for someone older and more NBA ready with their first-round pick this year. Knecht's readiness aligns well with LeBron's timeline. Could Knecht defend the perimeter better than Russell and Reeves while shooting the three ball better than Gabe Vincent? It's definitely possible, and if he does, he could earn an extended role by the end of the season. Do we think the Lakers are going to be contenders this season? Well, no, we don't. Everything would have to go right for them. Redick would need to turn the team around immensely. The team would need to be extremely healthy, and guys like Hachimura, Vanderbilt, and Knecht would need to play a whole lot better than most fans are expecting. But we're not entirely counting the Lakers out just yet. We want to know what you guys think. Can the Lakers make improvements off their mediocre 2024 season, or are they doomed after striking out in free agency? Let us know what you think in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe for more of our sports news and insights. Thanks for watching. See you next time.